Hello and welcome back to the best pro wrestling and sports podcast to come through your speakers. It's the Ace in the Hole podcast. With me, as always, Elijah and my little brother Austen. I am Clifford, your undisputed Ace in the Hole wrestling predictions champion and Ace in the Hole sports predictions champion. That's right. I'm the double champ, baby. Eli, how we hanging tonight?
I'm here. I have drank way too many Dr. Peppers, eaten too much chocolate. My brain is ready to just crash out. But I'm doing good. So, I'm here.
Yep. I feel that. Austin, how's it sailing tonight?
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm here. I am not of lucid mind right now.
I am trying to catch up to you guys.
Allergies have been acting up, so popped a couple bennies because that's the only thing that works on my allergies because that's how strong they are. Like normal like Zyrtec or Allegra or any of that, it doesn't work. So I gotta pop the little Benjis and hope it doesn't knock me out. So that's the battle I'm fighting right now. Hella late while we're recording this. I don't know if you can hear. I was super stuffed up earlier, but it'll be entertaining to say the least. At least on my end, it will be.
Me and Austin had to keep each other awake playing a game a little bit ago. So,
as you can see, it's a different setting around me. It's dark. This is Ace Knoll after dark, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not even in my normal setup.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have our normal setup.
Yeah, I'm down in my game room, so
hey, none of us got
work
what
into
we
down here.
Go.
So
this is a first, man. This is new.
Hey, you know what else is this? This is a milestone all in itself, just like getting 500 plays.
Yep.
Which we recently received, and I wish I was of more lucid mind to make sure to give you your guys' flowers, because it means a lot. It really does. I mean, it's nothing that we haven't said before. Like, it means the world that you guys will take time out of your days or nights, evenings, mornings, whatever it might be, to listen to us. Even if it's just for a minute, you listen to us, you fucking hate us, you never listen to us again. Even if it's like that, you're still one of the 500 that have listened. So, it's really, really eye-opening, like how much. Like I never thought if I would actually make an effort to have a presence on Twitter, I would have a presence on Twitter, and I did. That Fastlane Ace No podcast was a presence on Twitter, whether people liked it or not.
Reporting it first.
So it just goes to show how much your guys' support actually helps and it means to us. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I hate doing this or I wouldn't be doing it right now, but knowing that people are listening definitely makes it easier week in and week out to, come
record
on here,
3:30 in the morning.
It, yeah. Yeah, when I gotta get up and go do stuff for a stream tomorrow, and
I gotta do that. I got a soccer game in about 7 hours.
Yeah, I got damn near proper business shit I gotta be taking care of tomorrow. Damn. But you know what?
We ballin'.
All
we
for
out
the
here
pod.
balling. We out here balling for you, all of you who are out there listening. Just to let you know, we love you. We love every single one of you who are listening. We out here doing this for you. This is the first time in a long time we've done one after I've gotten off work at the sports bar late at night. It's been a long time since we've done one of these, so
it's been a long time since we recorded on a Friday going into Saturday.
Yeah, this is an early episode because one of us is about to go on vacation. I'm not going to name who. This is an early episode. It's also a late episode because I just got done closing the sports bar.
This is not early at all. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about early.
I just got done closing the sports bar, came home. I wanted to go to sleep, wanted to cuddle my cats, wanted to sleep next to my girlfriend, but nope, I decided to come on here.
Yeah, you just had to throw that in there. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, we have him held at gunpoint. I hired a man to just hold a gun to the back of his head. You don't see him. He's just off camera.
Setting. Yeah.
He's just off camera.
Yeah.
He's in a warehouse currently.
They got Mike
I'm
Ehrmantraut
fine, guys.
on the case.
You best keep
But
saying
no.
you're fine.
Bro, speaking of which, have either of you two seen Better Call Saul and or Breaking Bad?
I've seen clips of both.
I just recently sat down and actually full-fledged started watching Better Call Saul, and I'm on episode 2 or 3 of season 6. Really good show. It's so hard for me to watch TV shows that are hour-long episodes because it has I really have to be invested in the story to dedicate that much time to it. So 10 episodes, hour each episode, 6 seasons. You do the math. But it's really good. I think it's better than Breaking Bad. Granted, I haven't watched all of Breaking Bad, but I watched quite a bit of it, and I just think overall, Saul is a way better character than Walter White. Side tangent over.
Yeah. Well,
Welcome to Ace After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, today we're not talking about Saul, and we're not talking about Walter. We're talking about the Jessies of the world. We're talking about the
Better
managers.
Call Saul. Talking about the Kim Wexlers of the world,
the chauffeurs, the
Howard Hamlins of the world.
South, if you will. Today we're doing another draft. We finally found something else we could draft. We drafted last week thinking it was the last one. We pulled another one out of our ass. Eventually we're going to have to draft our drafts.
Ace
we have
in the
so
whole
many.
way.
We'll have to draft our drafts at some point. I think the TNA draft goes number 1 to Eli.
Once you hit rock bottom, just keep digging deeper.
We're digging.
Eli has to draft the...
We're digging, all right. We're getting close to rock bottom.
God damn it. Eli, you need to take the TNA draft number 1 to fix the sins.
The worst idea I've had was the TNA draft.
I'm pretty sure that was my idea. No, I'm pretty sure that was my idea.
I think you both came up with it together. We're talking about draft ideas, and you both basically at the same time mentioned TNA or Impact, and we just kind of went with it from there. And
speaking of which, Impact alum debuted tonight on SmackDown. Nick Aldis is finally in the WWE. Didn't get any theme music, no entrance whatsoever. Just kind of spawned at ringside, and everyone was confused.
Michael Cole
looked like a glitch in a 2K game.
Well, Michael Cole's comment was the best. It was, oh, wow. It's Nick Aldis. It's like 2-time NWA champion here.
This man has been in the ring with the who's who of pro wrestling, I think Corey Graves said. Very beautifully put, I might add. Just absolute stroke of genius there. About as smart as the dude who asked the Phillies player a question when it wasn't even a question.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so he pretty much said, I forget the player's name, but he was like, this is the first time a player has hit a home run in back-to-back postseason games, or two home runs.
Oh, it was Castellanos, because he hit 2 back-to-back in 2 games.
It was Nick Castellanos. And he was like, and you guys knocked out the first-seeded Braves.
Again.
And he just ended it. And he gave he put the mic in his face, and Nick goes, there was no question. It's not a question. There was no question in that.
I just want to say that while Nick Castellanos loves Atlanta, he'll never get the Cincinnati out of him.
And he pulled the mic back. He said, yeah, that wasn't a question. Now, here's a question. I was like, you fucking idiot. As a sideline reporter, your one job is to ask a question and get a response. Even if it is the most basic fucking question on, hey, you guys just won the game, you're going to the NLCS, how do you feel?
You just won the Super Bowl. Where are you going next?
That's way better than a fucking statement, and then the dude you're supposed to be interviewing going, yeah, that wasn't a question. You have one job as a sideline reporter. It's the NLDS going into NLCS. The Phillies just beat the number 1 overall Braves, the best team in the NL the entire year.
Again.
And you don't have a single question prepared?
Beats crazy.
Beats
back-to-back playoffs.
I could not imagine being the player in that instance. You just imagine that you just come off this emotional high of just, making another deep postseason run, and the dude is like, "Oh yes, so you were the first person tonight to hit a home run left-handed on a Thursday." And it's just that. There is no question, there's no open end. It's the mic's in your face.
And that's something else that's starting to piss me off more and more too, is that especially with the NFL with the new like next gen stats and shit, they're pulling so much shit out of their ass now. It's like, Zach Wilson's one of the best in the league right now. He leads the entire NFL with touchdowns scored between 7.5 and 3 minutes left remaining in the second quarter. He's just been balling out this year. Tell a fucking story. I don't like. So, as a caster, or if you're a journalist, or maybe someone doing post production or any of this, this is something I have learned and has gotten drilled into me. If it's a live production, everyone on the production is a storyteller, regardless. Camera, you're in the fucking truck, you're on TV, doesn't matter. Everyone's a storyteller. How are you telling the story from your point? And it's even more important for casters and sideline reporters and all of this, because you are the proxy for the audience. Or if you're a journalist writing a story, you are the proxy for the audience. So for the love of God, tell a fucking story. And that, I feel like stats are completely just overrunning that. Stats help establish a storyline. Stats are not a storyline.
Yeah, it's your job as part of the crew and production to make the stats a story, you'd say, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's completely the caster's job. So I'll use Ball State Esports for an example, since that's what I'm most accustomed to. The Akron Zips in Rocket League, since we had been in the ESC for 3 years, had not lost a single time. Ball State this year recently beat them, and I was the caster for it. And if I'm sitting there and I just bring up that Akron is undefeated and have no story behind it, then what's the point of bringing it up? That is a story in itself, yes, but you can't just bring it up and not tell a story about it. Like, you have to tell, Ball State 3 years ago joined the ESC, got hammered by Akron their first year. Their second year, they took 2 games off Akron. Now, going into the third year, they are primed for a great match against Akron. This is not any other match in the ESC. This is the match, the 2 top dogs going one-on-one to figure out who has the edge going into the playoffs. That's a stat working into his storyline perfectly. So as a caster, that's what you need to do. As podcasters, that's what we need to do. We need to tell stories. No matter how minuscule or off topic the story is. Like this.
Exactly, like this. However, you mentioned this is a podcast. We're here to talk about stuff. And today, the draft is managers. We're talking about, the Jimmy Harts, the Miss Elizabeths.
The ones who are writing the stories, per se.
Yeah, the ones who sometimes have such a vital part in the story, they get overlooked sometimes. At least in my opinion. And the draft order today will go as follows. Austen, you're up first. I will go second, and Eli, you're third.
Man, you already know who's coming off the board first.
So that's how we're going to do that. Eli, I'm putting you in that prime spot at number 3. That's where the champ was last time, so just take a breath and, let your picks fall to you. Don't panic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Don't panic.
I'm not scrambling
but
this
with
time.
that, I declare this ace in the whole draft open. Austen, you're first on the board.
I would be completely remiss if I didn't pick Paul Heyman. I mean, come on.
That is that undisputed.
That is the pick. I mean, as big of an ECW guy that I am, I know that we aren't drafting general manager Paul Heyman, but I love the shit he did in ECW. He came with Brock when Brock made the jump.
RVD.
He made the jump with the rest of ECW, RVD. The shit he's doing now with the Tribal Chief. He's the Tribal Chief's counsel, the Wiseman. And he was with Brock Lesnar even on his return.
Eli.
I remember at a time, and it still is, it's a big deal to be a Paul Heyman guy. Will Ospreay wants to be a Paul Heyman guy. That's the type of people Paul Heyman attracts.
He also attracted
CM Punk
Curtis
has
Axel
a mouth
and
on him. CM Punk
Ryback.
can't talk. CM Punk was a Paul Heyman guy. That goes to the testament of
So
what
is
being a Paul
Ryback.
Heyman guy can do for you.
Wasn't
We don't talk
Cesaro a Paul Heyman guy?
Mm-hmm.
I think he
Same
was
time.
for a point.
Same time as Ryback and Curtis Axel.
I think he was. I think he was. Well,
Exact same time.
that leads it to me, and I have to take someone who's a part of my favorite WrestleMania moment. I've got to take Miss Elizabeth. My favorite WrestleMania moment was Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man reuniting. So, I've got to take Miss Elizabeth here in round one.
See, we got the Paul Heymans of the world. We got the Miss Elizabeth of the world. But you can't think much better than the mouth from the South, who managed the Hearts, who managed a lot of different people. I'm going with Jimmy Hart first pick. I was gonna do it, but I'll let you do it. Man who managed so many different people and his own company for a short time.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Miss Elizabeth, I might have taken Jimmy Hart, but that WrestleMania moment's just too pure for me.
Oh, mine.
I'll go in next.
Plus, he also has some of the best one-liners in history as Austen is rambling off.
Well, moving on to mine, one of the most, every list I've seen, he's either one or two, and most of the time he's not two. Give me Bobby the Brain Heenan. I was picking him if he made it out of the first round, the two I was picking. Because, I mean, he's as classic of a manager as you can get.
Yep.
See, I
was he the one that had the tennis racket, or was that Cornette?
That was Cornette. Bobby Heenan was Andre the Giant's manager at one point.
Yeah. Andre, Mr.
King Kong
Perfect.
Bundy, I think.
Yeah.
Big John Studd, and the guys like them. He managed.
Andre the Giant, Rick Rude, Nick Bockwinkel, Ray Stevens, the Blackjacks, Harley Race, Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair, and many more.
All right. This one also has another place in my heart. It's my favorite ECW memory. This man wrestled and nearly bled to death for his job. Give me Bill Alfonso.
Oh, wow.
His match against Francine saved his career.
See, my man didn't bleed, but he did get buried underneath cement at one point. I'm going from one high pitch to another high pitch. I'm going with Paul Bearer as my second.
Oh, yes. Undertaker. I just want to bring up something real quick. Does anyone know why Kane has so much beef with Pete Rose? Does anyone know?
But I wish I could tell you. I wish I had the answer, but I don't. I think it happened once, and it just became a gimmick.
It's a running gag that anytime Pete Rose shows up in the WWE, Kane is there to do something terrible to Pete Rose for no reason.
Moving on to my pick, I don't know how this man has fallen this far. You guys have kind of given me the trifecta of managers here. Give me Cornette.
Oh.
Yep.
No, oh yeah. No, it's Jim Cornette.
No,
all right.
On my list now.
I feel like Austen has a very strong 3, but I need to jump out across the ocean and take somebody who's going to bring a little bit of that international star power. I don't know how to properly say his name, so Eli's probably going to get upset when I say it. Give me Gito.
Ghetto.
Current manager of David Finlay and the Bullet Club after he turned on Okada.
Can't even pronounce his name right, and he wants to pick him.
I told you I couldn't say it right.
How do you even spell
Gedo.
Gedo.
it?
It's Gato.
Gedo.
Oh wow. Man, I could go. I have a whole list of people here. I don't have the most terrible list. I got Jimmy Hart and Paul Bearer. I
You
think I'm
gonna
gonna
take
follow
Bubba the
that
Love
up.
Sponge?
I think I'm gonna follow this up
Go ahead. Take Bubba the Love Sponge. You know you want
With-
to.
one that kind of I think gets forgotten as a manager. And kind of he fits with that Bobby Heenan. Classy Freddy Blassie.
Freddie Blassie.
I'm taking him. Former wrestler turned manager. Hall of Fame, legend. Can't go wrong.
Alrighty, it is now my pick. First pick around number 4 after the damn near perfect first 3 rounds. I'm going to continue my reign because this man is also in the top of damn near every single list.
Holla holla.
Give me Captain Lou Albano.
See,
Albano.
I was hoping.
However you want to say it.
I was hoping you didn't do that this round, and I was gonna get him. I was really hoping you weren't gonna do it. Double champ?
Yeah, I'm probably to say I was leaving it there for
Double
you
champ?
to step in and. Is that UV blue starting to hit, or you need to take a second and you take a breath?
I'm
Need to
good.
take
I'm
a
good.
break?
No,
We need to
don't
take
worry
a
about
break?
me. I'm good. Champ is all right.
I don't think champ's okay.
You know, in wrestling history,
Bro's wearing the
there's
shoes
one
of a
time
champion.
you look at this,
right
you know what it means. It's the Four Horsemen.
Which one you
Give me
taking?
the enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Ooh.
now.
See,
Gonna pull out his Glock.
I'm taking the man that put him on the map, along with Ric Flair, along with Ole, and along with Tully. A man who is in the Diddy Hall of Fame with the Four Horsemen. Give me the always great NWA legend, J.J. Dillon.
Oh,
Original manager, wonderful manager, did what he needed to back in the day.
man, I don't know how you guys keep letting me get away with these picks. So I'm about to do it again to you. Another perfect pick.
Holla holla.
Number 1 overall. Round 5, give me Sensational Sherry.
Oh, I just marked out the wrong name. Oops.
I need to be careful about how I shorthand that name.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Go.
You don't
Go,
want to
champ.
know, Eli.
Go, champ.
Champ is going.
Champ is
So-
stroking.
You can't.
Hey, yeah.
I will ask that you please phrase that differently for the future.
Let's not say that again.
Out of everything you could have said, Eli, that's how you chose to say it. Please.
I was gonna follow it with "Come on, champ."
You see, this is why we don't do these late episodes anymore. That's the reason why.
I already sent the message that my brain ain't working no more.
Oh man. Oh man. Give me Francine. I've already got Bill Alfonso, so give me Francine.
Where are you getting these?
My brain.
Your brain
I'm not looking off a
worries me.
list.
I'm not looking off a list. I think a lot of these were off the top of my head. Like this also slightly old school manager, but has come back in recent time. For my 5th pick, I'm taking Eric Bischoff.
I'm back.
You know what? If you weren't going to take him, I was.
I mean,
One of the best,
NWO manager.
one of the better theme songs. You know, Eric Bischoff's WWE theme.
Moving on. First pick, round 6. I still think I'm
Please
batting
don't take it.
a flawless draft here.
Don't take him.
Give me the Grand Wizard.
Digging in its bag, okay.
I'm in my bag right now, Eli. I'm in my bag right now. I'm perfect through 6.
Your bag is getting weird. your
Oh,
bag.
it's only going to get weirder.
Your
You
bag
can't
of
tell
tricks
me
is
he's
getting
not
weird.
one of the. You cannot tell me he is not one of the best
I'm not saying
managers
that.
of all time.
But it's getting weird now. Your bag's getting a little weird.
Alrighty. So now,
Oh, it's only down from here, Eli. Trust me.
I have seen her manage in person, and I'll tell you what, her voice is just as annoying in person as
Karen
it
Jarrett?
was on television. Give
No.
me Vicky Guerrero. Her with Edge and the Edgeheads and Big Show and shit. And then everything she's done with Nyla Rose and AEW, which honestly was just fun. It was just funny.
See, I'm trying to figure out if I want to take this one from Austen or this other one from Austen.
I don't think you'll be able to take anything from him, so go for it.
I'm sure I
Right,
can.
say, man, I am so strong through 6. I don't.
Give me the man who was a part of the 3 Life crew. Lucha Libre legend. LAX leader. I'm taking Conan.
Not
pick.
terrible. Not terrible.
Cliff, you're the only one that's had a draft that's been kind of a bumpy roller coaster ride.
Maybe the UV blue's getting to me a little bit, but it's okay. We're okay.
I don't think we all have.
Well, I'm going to take a minute here, survey my options, take off my glasses, that way no one can see.
Champ's looking at
Because-
another list.
He's
Ex-champ.
taking.
Jesus
taking,
Christ.
Yeah, you know exactly whose title that should be.
LA Knight.
Max Dupree.
Yeah. He's taking Max Dupree.
Max Dupree.
So here's my thing. I don't know if I should go for like historical context or just someone I like more.
This next pick of mine's gonna be just because I like him.
Give me Mr. Fuji.
You're a bitch.
That's a good one. That's
You're
a good one.
Bitch.
Because I think mine might be so under the radar, highly doubt it, but I think it might be that I can get him next round as well.
Is it for sure he?
I don't know, is it? Is it? No.
Cliff, go.
All right. I'm going to announce him by the name he was known as originally first and see if you guys can tell me who it is. I'm taking the Jackal,
Don Callis.
Don Callis.
That was his ECW name.
Yep. He was also known as Cyrus in ECW as well.
Yeah,
So
well, we don't have to go over the weird names that everybody had multiple times in ECW. What we do
like
know
Bubba the Love Sponge.
is this one's not as popular as Sensational Sherry, but she was a WWF manager, well known for the time. Give me Luna Vachon.
Not coming to the front of my mind when you say that name.
Look her up. And I promise you, you will have seen her picture before.
I don't know if I spelled
Luna
that, so.
Vachon.
She looks a lot like Bull Nakano.
I know, that's what I thought the first second I looked at her.
It's like the Bull Nakano the fucking Great Value edition.
This is the Sam's Club Bull Nakano.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just what came to mind. All right. So
first pick an 8.
He still remains on the board. I said we go to 10. I think we can easily get to 10.
Yeah, we'll round it out to 10.
So I'm taking the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yep. Everybody's got a price. And everybody's going to pay.
She's going to end up back on my list again. Gosh darn it. Gosh,
Eli, you have problems?
It. No, but I'm probably going to have to pick the one that I don't want to. She's going to end up back on my draft again.
Who are you talking
star.
About?
No. God,
what?
No. Go, Cliff. We're just going to hope that I can avoid picking her.
I am so confused.
I am too, but most of the time he's rambling about nonsense anyway, so you just learn to tune it out.
That is fair. The less I let him get to me, the better off I probably am.
Hurtful, but true.
I mean, when it comes to stuff like this. Because, like, you know, a lot of times you're saying shit like that, and I'm just saying it 99% of the time, it doesn't really work. So does that mean I can take Paulie dangerously?
No.
No, you cannot.
I'm fucking with you. Give me Paul Ellering.
You're a bitch.
One of the best tag team managers of all time. It's a shame his run with the AOP flopped.
So, bless you. Austen took the $1 Million Man, but without this man, the $1 Million Man wouldn't have had some wins underneath his belt. I'm taking Virgil.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to managers, I feel like Virgil does belong on the list somewhere.
Number 9.
I definitely wasn't ready to see it, but...
All right. First pick now, round 9. Give me Stephanie McMahon.
Yep.
I mean, just her time with Triple H alone was legendary enough to like have clips that we still see on the regular today.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And so that leaves it to me. I think I got to take Kevin Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan.
That is a pick.
It's a pick. Not the pick, but it's a pick.
That is a pick.
The man who managed Cactus Jack on not Andre the Giant, just the Giant who was Big Show, Billy Graham, One Man Gang.
Man, I'm gonna take someone that I thought Cliff was gonna take by this point, but he hasn't. It's been kind of odd because he mentioned her like 5 times before we started this. Give me woman, Nancy Benoit.
All right.
WCW, ECW, she was a very big managerial position during that time period. For Farouk, multiple other different tag teams, Kevin Sullivan, Chris Benoit, a lot of different people. So just
And
number
opening the last
10.
round, Austen, it is to you.
10.
Yeah, see, this is hard because I don't really know what I want to pick here.
Just take Max Dupree.
Take her off my
No.
list.
I'm trying to think if there's any great TNA managers.
Take her off my
I mean,
list.
I've been saving one TNA manager because I know it's not on any of your radars.
I don't know.
And
I
the
feel like
fact
Dixie
that-
wasn't too bad.
And the fact that they've fallen this far is kind of sad.
Oh! Well, Cliff's... Austen. A business manager.
Oh yeah, Father James Mitchell.
If
Um,
I can't have him, you can't either.
That's some fucking tampering right there.
I am taking Father James Mitchell.
This is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit.
If I can't have him, you can't either. Now take the lady off my list.
What's crazy was if I would have sat here and thought pretty hard, I probably would have gotten to him eventually, but you guys would have been all over me beforehand. You could always take Scott D'Amore.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Well,
You
now
take
I
Ric
have to-
Flair.
Now
fucking
he has to figure out
scramble
who the
now.
hell he's doing.
There's a lot of good TNA managers. Rockstar Spud.
Angelina Love.
Yeah,
Velvet
but he was
Sky.
known more for what he did in the ring than as a manager.
Not
really.
No.
I still remember him as EC3's manager.
I remember
was
him in
Dixie
the
Carter's
blood
lapdog.
fight versus EC3.
Well, there was that too.
That was
but
after he was
MC
EC3's manager.
Oh,
you could
man.
take Gary Hart. You could take Buddy Rogers. Ole Anderson.
Tracy Brooks.
Tully Blanchard.
Maria Kanellis.
Maurice.
Austen, Eli, just for that, I'm giving you the hard one when it comes to guessing athletes. That was dirty as shit, and you know it.
Hey, man.
Fuck. Give me Maria Kanellis.
She's still on my list.
This draft is now under petition.
I will say when I said TNA and you said you were holding one, I saw him in my head. I didn't know his name until Eli said a business manager.
I'm going to take this as number 10, and I know how dumb this one sounds. But I can't get her voice out of my freaking head. And this isn't the lady I was referring to. The lady I was referring to was China. I just have her screeching Booker T in my head right now. I'm taking Charmel. I just have Booker T going off in a high pitch, and it's annoying.
old Indiana native Charmel.
Austin, I just want to point out you didn't take Karen Jarrett. Jeff is going to be very upset with you.
No one took Teddy Long.
Me and Jeff are buddies. Well, Teddy Long is a general manager there. That's why we had to clarify.
He was
He
a
managed-
manager.
I know he was a
WCW.
manager, but he was known mostly for general manager, okay? If I have to hear that shit one more fucking time.
Triple H is still on the board.
What?
Once again, he was more so a general manager when he was doing all that.
Ole
Was the
Anderson's still on
authority?
the
Is that
board.
what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, it was towards later in his career, but
He was always in a power of authority. His stable was literally called the Authority, Eli.
Harvey Whippleman is still on the board.
I looked at him numerous times. I passed on him numerous times. Trust me.
Buddy Rogers was still on the board.
You looked at Harvey Whippleman. I think that's enough for all of us.
Dutch Mantel.
I think my list by far is almost as perfect of a draft as you could get.
Mine was not bad. Towards the end, I started falling off, but my beginning was not a terrible start. And then you have Cliff.
I fully think my first 6 rounds flawless. I don't think it gets any better.
Was good. And then
I
feel like fell off.
It's not Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette, Captain Lou Albano, Sensational Sherry, and Grand Wizard good though.
No, but it's Jimmy.
I feel like Sensational Sherry could be switched out with someone else, but I don't know who at that time was still on the board that could have been there instead. So, but other than that, I do feel like that you used the number 1 spot very well, Austen. So congratulations.
Cliff, Miss Elizabeth, Bill Alfonso, Gato, Arn Anderson, Francine, Vicky, Don Callis, Paul Ewing, Kevin Sullivan, Maria Kanellis.
So it's supposed to be Father James Mitchell, you asshole.
You should have taken him earlier then. You shouldn't have even said anything. Kind of on you, buddy.
As soon as you said
to be a rat.
Well, as soon as you said that, oh, I got somebody that you guys didn't, it clicked, and I wasn't going to let that slide.
Eli, what's your match of the week?
My match of the week. Oh, wow. What all happened this week? God, can I say
I literally
a match
told you about this 4 hours ago.
Can I say a match that's going to happen by the time that this releases? Because I know it's going to be a good match.
I'll allow it.
If you have that much faith in it, then have at it.
Will Ospreay, Zack
if you have that much confidence.
Royal Quest.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the main event. IWGP UK Championship in the UK.
Unless they somehow spontaneously combust, I think it'll be a 7-star match.
Oh yeah.
They forget how to wrestle.
It's the main event for a championship in the UK for both of them. It's going to be a banger of a match.
Banger after banger. Speaking of that, I just want to point out something real quick. I want Sheamus in New Japan. I don't want him in AEW.
Sheamus isn't gone.
His contract is up very soon.
Good.
I think he retires.
One can pray.
He has nothing else he has
Sheamus?
to
do. No, I'm just fucking around. I'm not that big on him, but
it's about Roman. He's done everything that he could in the WWE. He doesn't have anything else that he has to do anywhere.
He beat John Cena on his first title
major
opportunity.
Yeah. Sheamus has beaten some future Hall of Famers and current Hall of Famers. I mean, there's no...
He's beating the GOAT!
He's Royal Rumble winner, WWE, World, US. Only thing he hasn't won is the Intercontinental.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. There's...
No, he won Money in the Bank, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I said. He won Money in the Bank. I could have sworn he won Money in the Bank because he cashed in on Roman Reigns.
Did he?
Yeah,
5 minutes and 15 seconds. Sheamus 5:15. I remember the stupid T-shirt.
Huh.
Because he got paired up with Triple H after that.
Bro, I do not remember him winning the WWE Championship 3 times.
So it was so weird.
I do not remember that.
Royal Rumble.
The first one was with Cena, where he
TLC.
I know that.
Where he got pushed through the table.
Yeah. Roman Money in the Bank is one of them.
So there's 2.
I don't remember. I don't.
Did he
What
beat
was the
John
third
again?
one?
Oh,
I think
let
he
me
beat
look.
John for the third one.
I want to say he beat Triple H. It was around that time period.
Oh, it was Daniel Bryan.
Well, that's
18
for the World
seconds.
Championship.
That was for the World Heavyweight. He's held the WWE 3 times.
Who did he beat? I have to say it's like Triple H or something. Maybe
Alright,
Randy?
hold on.
Because
John
it's
Cena,
Roman,
Randy Orton,
John.
Edge at Fatal 4-Way 2010.
Yeah.
Because
Who did he
beat
pin?
he beat John Cena at TLC 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So then John Cena beat Sheamus at Elimination Chamber. And then Batista won it at Elimination Chamber after the Elimination Chamber match. And then John Cena won it back. And then Sheamus won it at Fatal 4-Way 2010.
Yep.
All right.
Good pay-per-view.
I'm very thankful we're not in, that era of WWE anymore, where, it was like Fatal 4-Way and all the other pay-per-views.
There was some damn good matches
Capital
from those
Punishment.
shows.
Great Balls of Fire.
Well, we're not
Day
talking
one.
about that. I'm talking about like 2008 to 2012.
I
Not
don't
day
understand
one.
why they haven't brought back fucking Cyber Sunday yet. Like how much social media is
Bots.
influencing. Like, why would you not bring back Cyber Sunday? That would be a
Bots.
fucking hit. Or what was the other one? It was Cyber Sunday.
Taboo Tuesday.
Taboo Tuesday. Like, why not bring that shit back? That shit would smash hit. But
I don't know.
who knows?
They
If
don't
we
get
get
paid to make
if we
those
get the
decisions.
ECW pay-per-views back, I'll be happy.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Well, they
December to
filed-
Dismember.
Yeah, they filed trademarks for him a while ago. So,
That's the only one I remember off the
or
top.
copyrights.
Is the December to Dismember.
Oh man, you had well, when it became WWE ECW, you had One Night Stand, which that was kind of a thing in ECW before, but not really. What else is there? December to Dismember was terrible, and when it became WWE ECW. What was the one that they had at the beginning of the year? A lot of the things that they had were like one-offs. They didn't have like yearly pay-per-views.
Hardcore Heaven.
Guilty as Charged.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say that's
Guilty
the one I
as
was-
Massacre
Charged.
on 34th Street. November to Remember. Holiday Hell. Anarchy
Who
Rules.
could forget the orgy of violence?
Heat Wave.
The night the line was crossed.
Cyber Slam. Living
It ain't
Dangerously.
Seinfeld.
Re-Enter the Sandman.
Return of the Funker.
Break the Barrier. That one doesn't. That one does not.
Apparently,
Enter
ECW had
Sandman.
the original Cyber Slam.
Mm-hmm.
Gangsta's
Sludge.
Paradise.
Russell Palooza.
The main event to Gangsta's Paradise was Too Cold Scorpio, New Jack, and Sandman versus Mikey Whipwreck and the Public Enemy.
Oh God!
Who died? Who can
Anarchy
forget
Rules.
October 26, 1996?
House Party.
High incident in the ECW arena.
I feel like Guilty as Charged is a good one though.
Ultimate Jeopardy. When Worlds Collide, which is now a WWE pay-per-view. Whenever they want to do it.
A Matter of Respect. That's just a great title.
Unlucky Lottery.
Barely Legal. That's the one I was
Natural
thinking
Born
of.
Killers.
Oh my God! The main event to A Matter of Respect was the Dudley Boys, which was Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, and Big Dick Dudley versus Spike Dudley, the Sandman, and Tommy Dreamer.
Big ass
How about
extreme
Terry
match.
Funk? How about Terry Funk's WrestleFest? Main event was Bret Hart versus Terry Funk.
What the fuck?
Bret Hart
my God,
was in
you're
an
right.
ECW ring.
Oh god.
In Amarillo, Texas, of all
Yes.
places.
Living dangerously.
Barbed wire, hoodies, and choke slams. The main event:
Mountaintop Madness.
Sandman
The
versus
main event
Cactus
of Chris
Jack.
Candido versus Sabu.
This is so stupid.
This is great. I kind of like this. Looking
I'm already
through
saying I
all
could
the old
scroll through this all
ECW shit.
day. Midwest Massacre.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
Next-
The Gangsters
next-
versus the Eliminators.
Next draft we're doing is ECW. I'm saying it now.
Beer, blood, babes, and barbed wire.
Holiday Hell. The main event of Cactus Jack versus Sabu.
Well, Holiday Hell was one of their yearly ones.
God, there's so much Terry Funk. If you go deeper, it's so much Terry Funk.
Yeah. Big fan of Return of the Funker.
The main event of the ASWA ECW MEWF Super Show at Kenwood High School in Essex, Maryland, was Jake Roberts versus Mr. Hughes. $5 if you can tell me who Mr. Hughes is.
Shit. I know, but I can't remember what his other name was.
The Big
What his
Cat,
actual name is.
Scotchy Gracie, and the Roughneck. Wrestled in WCW. Oh, speaking of wrestlers, Austen, I believe you're up with Guess the Wrestler.
Yep, I got 4 per the usual. So, Cliff, go ahead and guess for Eli, 1 through 4.
2.
2? He'll probably get this one. This one's not hard. You'll notice why I picked this man once I get there. Championship Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion 1 time. Dungeon Wrestling Stu Hart Heritage Champ 1 time. Global Force Wrestling Global Champ 1 time. He was also a Global Champ Tournament winner. He was Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, as voted by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And he is number 8 of the top 500 singles in 2014. NWA Heavyweight Championship twice. IWGP Tag Team Championship once. North American Wrestling Allegiance Texas Championship once. Pro Wrestling Noah GHC Tag Team Champ 1 time. Ring King World Heavyweight Champ 1 time. World Cup of Ring King 2012.
Not Rink King.
I wonder.
Standalone Wrestling Heavyweight Champ 1 time. TNA World Heavyweight Champ 1 time. TNA World Tag Team Champ 2 times. Feast or Fire 2015. World Tag Team Championship contract. Global Impact Tournament winner. TNA World Tag Team Championship number 1 contenders tournament winner. TNA World Heavyweight Championship tournament winner. Wildcard tournament winner. And Explosion Championship Challenge in 2011.
I think they're forgetting a belt.
They probably are.
They're forgetting a tag team championship from New Japan. Because it's Nick Aldis. But they're forgetting.
Yeah, no, it says it here. I must have skipped over it.
He teamed up with British Invasion.
Doug Williams.
I'm like, I'm waiting for the New Japan. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe this isn't who I thought it was.
IWGP Tag Team Champ. I was too excited to get to the ring.
Because it was 3D.
Ring King.
Team 3D, British Invasion, the tag team of Scott Steiner and Booker T, and Motor City Machine Guns in a 4-way ladder match. And the Team 3D became the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions off of it.
Sounds like a wild match.
Yeah, Booker T got injured, and Scott Steiner got injured during the match.
All right, Eli. 1 through 3 for Cliff.
2. This is gonna have 1 achievement.
All right.
He's alive.
It's got more than 1.
That
This
doesn't give
man
me hope.
is currently not living.
Okay.
No, this man, the man I'm giving you is still alive. I was doing that for the bit. Border City Wrestling Can-Am Heavyweight Champ 1 time. Eastern Championship / Eastern Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW World Heavyweight Champ 1 time. ECW World TV Champ 2 times. ECW World Tag Team Champ 3 times. Tampa Bay Brawl. And as I just mentioned, he was a Triple Crown champion. So, narrows it down quite a bit. European Wrestling Association, European Junior Heavyweight Champ 1 time. Hardcore Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champ 2 times. Quest for the Best Tournament of 99 and Hardcore Rumble in 2000. Impact Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champ 1 time. Maryland Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight Champ 1 time. He also had Match of the Year. New York Wrestling Connection Heavyweight Champ 3 times. NYWC Tag Team Champ 5 times. Also a member of the NYWC Hall of Fame. Ranked number 146 of the top 500 wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 1996 and 459 of the top 500 wrestlers of the PWI years. USA Pro Wrestling Pro Tag Team Champ 1 time. World Extreme Wrestling. He won the WOW Magazine Championship. Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave him Rookie of the Year. Extreme Wrestling Coalition Heavyweight Champ 1 time. He also won a Heavyweight Title Tournament 1 time.
All right, I'm gonna need a hint.
Hint. This man is an ECW original. If you couldn't tell by his Triple Crown. He started as part of the ring crew and then worked his way into the business at ECW.
Mikey Whipwreck?
He debuted in 1994 and retired in 2020. Trained by Mick Foley and Sonny Blaze.
Is it not Mikey Whipwreck?
It is.
Okay.
Do we want to do the other two or no?
Eli's doing 2.
What? Okay.
All right, Eli. This
What
man.
did I do?
I like the smile.
He's got a short list.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ranked number 61 of the top 500 wrestlers of the PWI 500 in 1999 and 353 of the top 500 wrestlers of the PWI years. United States Wrestling Association Unified World Heavyweight Champ twice. Vendetta Pro Wrestling Award. The Vendetti Award for Co-Special Guest Star of the Year. Whatever the fuck that is.
Oh.
World Wrestling Federation for his WWE. WWF Intercontinental Champ 1 time. WWF World Tag Team Champ 1 time. He's also in the WWE Hall of Fame. Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave him the worst gimmick, worst feud, and most embarrassing wrestler. Funny enough, all in the same year.
My brain wants to say D'Lo Brown.
Is D'Lo in the Hall of Fame?
But that's the thing. I don't think D'Lo's in the Hall of Fame. Damn. Two-time Intercontinental Champion. And that's about the only damn thing he did in the WWF. and he's in the Hall of Fame. So it's something that he had an embarrassing gimmick in the WWF. But he's a two-time Intercontinental Champion and is in the Hall of Fame. So who has won the Intercontinental Championship twice and is in the Hall of Fame? It's not a lot of people. It's really not a lot of people. But D'Lo's not in the Hall of Fame. Unless the Nation of Domination got put in and he got put in with them. Give me a hint.
This man attended the University of Nevada, Reno, where he was an offensive tackle on the football team. Apparently he manages a strip club now, and has 2 previous marriages, which is a wild thing to just throw on a wrestler's Wikipedia page.
This is The Godfather.
It is The Godfather.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He owns a multiple strip clubs. He's a pimp. The Godfather gimmick's not a gimmick. He legit is a pimp.
God damn. Pulled that out of your ass, Eli.
Nope. He's legit a pimp. I know enough about the weird ass people in wrestling. Come on, throw the next
Alright, that
one.
leaves 1. Oh no, I don't like that face.
No, this is something completely unrelated. That's just...
Is
I'm
it
not
more
gonna-
Godfather lore? Do I need to look up his Wikipedia page?
I'm not
Oh,
even
yeah.
getting into that.
He is a weird.
All
He's a weird soul, man.
Far North Wrestling Heavyweight Champ 1 time. NWA Florida Underground Wrestling Florida Heavyweight Champ 1 time. Ohio Valley Wrestling Heavyweight Champ 2 times. He was ranked number 32 on the top 500 best singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 of 2011. TNA World Tag Team Champ 2 times. Rinka King World Heavyweight Champ 1 time. And he was also, I think he won the tournament.
The World Cup of 2012.
Not the World Cup.
Ooh, see,
World
that's
Heavyweight Championship tournament.
Oh.
Seeing
Tag
as there's
team.
only ever been one held.
tag team.
It's not the tag team. It's not the tag
Yeah,
team.
the
I
tag
was-
was the World Cup, Eli.
He won the tag team title in TNA though,
Yeah, twice.
twice. There's only like 6 world champions for Rinka King. The first one was
No,
Matt
there's
Morgan.
3.
Three.
And I know there's 3 because I looked into
The
Ring
first one's
King.
Matt Morgan.
There's only
but I
3.
The first one's Matt
Oh
Morgan.
my god.
It's Matt Morgan.
Oh my god.
It's Matt Morgan.
Is it Matt Morgan?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Is it Matt Morgan?
I didn't know you two were doing this one together, so I need both of you to agree on an answer.
Sure. We'll do Matt Morgan.
It is Matt Morgan.
Yeah, he was the
Because
first
my
world
guess was
champion.
Scott Steiner.
Nope.
And there should have been a lot
Matt
more
Morgan.
from
Matt
Scott
Morgan was
Steiner.
the first world champion of Rinka King. Don't try and
Yep,
out
That's why the company fucking sucked ass.
Well,
Well, seeing
Time
as
to-
you didn't call him Matt Boring, you obviously don't watch Marky D that much.
I'm watching enough to know about Rinka King.
seeing as
Man,
As
Ricky
we-
King had 3 fucking champs for each of the titles. That's not exactly hard.
yeah,
But
you just have to know
knowing
what Rinka
who
King is, and
won
I don't.
the tournament,
So
was the first world champion and also 2-time tag team champion in TNA without fully knowing anything else about OVW and everything else.
I'm not saying it wasn't a hard guess. It was easy as hell. I'm just saying, like, Rinka King is so much of a bigger hint than Cliff thought it was.
Oh yeah,
I just don't
that
know
was-
Rinka King. Like I admit it's a good hint if you know where to look.
Matt Morgan, man. And then Cliff's
Time
like, "Are
to
you
guess some
sure?"
athletes though,
Yeah.
and we've got. I hate being upstage, so I prepared 5 this week.
Oh,
I hate being upstage.
We were doing good on time.
Don't worry, they're all easy. They're all really easy, except for the one I'm going to give Eli at some point. So,
Are they
Eli,
in the dream
1
team?
through 4, which one is Austen doing?
Which one's in the dream team?
Fuck off.
Austen, number 3 is Dennis Rodman. Number 2.
Are you doing number 3? Number 2?
Number 2.
All right. Austen, are you ready?
I guess.
This man's accomplishments are as follows: 6-time All-Star, 1-time NL MVP, 1-time NL Hank Aaron, 1-time Gold Glove. And that is it.
I'm glad I didn't get this one. I would have been.
Why are you doing this differently than I do it? Because my system is tried and true. It obviously works.
Yeah, I wouldn't say tried and true. Let me see if I don't think he was drafted. Oh yeah, he was selected out of the second round with the 44th overall selection in the 2002 MLB draft
Oh God.
by one team, and has played for the team he was drafted for his entire career.
What year was
I
that?
now have to specify because of me.
What year did
2002.
you get drafted?
2002.
Oh my god, it was the year I was born.
You after me.
It's not Votto. Votto was drafted way after that, right?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
No,
Has Votto always been a
can't
red?
be. Votto has always been a red.
As a Reds fan, I want to slap you, Eli.
I'm not a Reds fan. I went from the Nationals to the Phillies. Do I sound like my baseball logic is sound?
Do you want more information, Austen?
Yeah.
This man,
I'm so much sold on it being Votto, but I don't want to guess it and get it wrong.
this man has a career average of 294, over 2,000 hits, over 350 home runs, and has 1,144 RBIs. As of now,
this is
this
the most
man
Joey
is-
Votto stat line I have ever heard.
as of right now, this
Guess him.
man is still active in the MLB.
Guess him.
I'm convinced it's Votto. I just want to hear what else.
Guess him.
Go ahead and tell me he has like no postseason home runs,
Are you taking the
or if he
second?
does,
yeah,
he has
look up,
one.
like postseason home runs and shit. I can try.
It's on Baseball Reference. You go to his page, it'll say it.
I know.
Nope.
I enjoy Wiki.
Because I know this is Joey Votto.
Is that your guess?
Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh if
There's
it's
no
not.
guess about it. It is Joey Votto.
That is correct. It is.
I was
Joey
gonna
Votto.
laugh if
Eli
it
picked
wasn't.
Joey Votto for you.
I was gonna laugh if it wasn't. But
Eli
you know the
picked
thing
Joey
is,
Votto for
we
you.
all know that if I would have gotten that, I wouldn't have had it.
That is
Straight
correct.
up.
Now,
So
Austen,
he spent 5 years in the majors. I mean minors.
correct. Yeah, he debuted in 2007.
Because I remember him debuting in 2007. I don't remember him getting drafted the year I was born.
Yeah, he got drafted in 2002. Yeah, spent 5 years in the minors.
Down there at Pensacola.
No, actually, he was a lookout in Double-A.
So that was before they switched it to Pensacola, and then they switched it back to Chattanooga. Okay.
Yep.
Was he a Dayton Sea Dragon or whatever the hell they are?
I don't think he was. I already clicked off the page, or else I'd look.
I'll look into it.
There's 4 for Eli to pick. For you to pick for Eli. Which one of the 4? One?
Clutch just gonna make it the hard one no matter what you pick.
Well, it doesn't matter. This is the one I wanted to give you anyway. All right,
He was
you
gonna
ready?
make it, exactly. He was gonna make it hard no matter what. You could have picked freaking 4 and it would have still been Dennis Rodman on
He
the
did
other
play.
team.
He did play in
4
Dayton, by the way.
4 would have been the hard one too. This man was drafted by a team with the 4th overall pick in the 2014 draft. He has a career batting average of 227, 246 home runs, and 548 RBIs. He has played for 4 teams.
Oh, God.
In his MLB career. He made his MLB debut in 2015. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's won the World Series. He's been on the All-MLB second team. He's the Silver Slugger Award winner in 2022 and the NL Home Run Leader in 2022.
So
this man also has a silver medal from the World Baseball Classic in Miami in 2023.
Is this an Astro player?
Just give you some further insight on Joey Votto. He played in the Dominican Winter League.
Yep.
Give me
which
a
I
hint.
did not know.
A hint.
He has a name. He is breathing.
This man's played all over the diamond, but is now officially listed as an outfielder and designated hitter. But I do believe originally he was a catcher. Yes,
he was a catcher. This bro fucking sucks. He should have stayed behind the plate.
And he moved to the outfield, and it's not been an easy transition.
No, he moved to first base, and that's where he fucking sucked, was first base. He sucked anywhere in the infield that wasn't behind the plate. And he's not even that good in the outfield.
Is this the Cardinal that got moved out of the...
Another hint for you. Just think of who won the World Series in 2016. For the love of God, just think of who won the World Series in 2016, Eli.
What?
It is not Yadier Molina, Eli. It is not Yadi.
Eli, this is a cultural event in 2016. I'm giving you one of the biggest hints you could.
Did the Phillies win it in 2016? No.
Wow.
We won it in 2008.
Wow. I have people who don't even follow baseball who know won it last year. Won the World Series in 2016.
Astros won it a couple of years before that because of the cheating scandal. The Cubs won it in 2016 or 2017 because the drought was ended.
And I'll give you this for free.
Because Grant,
here are
Colstock
3 of the 4 teams he's played for, Eli. I'm not giving you the 4th one.
It's the Cubs.
Cubs, Nationals, Red Sox.
Yeah, and the Cubs won the World Series because they finally made it back, and they haven't done shit since.
Those are the 3 teams he's played for. Maybe in order, maybe in not.
Cubs, Nationals, White Sox.
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Nationals?
Ain't no way.
Yes, he did play a very brief stint on the Nationals.
So then he's been on 4 teams.
Yes, but I'm not giving him the 4th team.
It's either the Astros or the Phillies, because that was the only team that made it to the World Series last year. He's a 2-time champion, so he went from the Cubs to the Astros.
No, Eli. 2-time All-Star, 1-time World Series champion.
Oh, 1-time. I've had that flip-flopped.
No, 2-time All-Star, 1-time World Series champion.
So, Phillies? No. Ain't no way. Are you trying to test my Phillies knowledge? Again? Because if so, fuck you. That requires me to remember who got traded from the Cubs.
The only time this man has been traded was when he was traded from the Nationals to the Red Sox. I'll give you that one for free. If you want any more, it's going to cost your last hint.
I need one more hint.
All right.
I don't know.
This man will be in the... This man's technically already in the Hall of Fame because of a piece of history that he did in the postseason when he was with Chicago for a very specific stat. This man played his college baseball at IU. He's from Middletown, Ohio. He bats left and throws right.
Fuck if I know. Nationals to Red Sox. Cubs originally,
A
so he
ball
was
he
drafted by
hit is in
them.
Cooperstown. I can give you that. A ball that he hit is going to go to Cooperstown after he retires.
He went from Cubs to Nationals, Nationals to Red Sox to whatever the fuck team he is on now. 2022, he didn't win it, so he would have had to have been on a good team going into it, which were essentially the Braves, Phillies, Astros.
He almost won the home run derby in 2018, if not for Bryce Harper.
Fucking Bryce Harper. I don't know. Trey Turner.
This is Kyle Schwarber.
I done it! Fucking knew it, but I was thinking... I didn't think he played for the Red Sox.
He got traded halfway through the year from the Nationals to the Red Sox. All right.
Forgot about
I'm going to sign the last three, and we're going to get this thing rolling. All right. Austen, this one's for you.
Okay.
I will give you some stats here in a second.
He bats
Because
behind
my
Yoshi
computer...
and before Waluigi and Mario Sluggers.
Because it's closed the page on me. All right. This man has played over 1,000 games in his career, has 894 goals, 1,963 assists, combining for a total of 2,857 points and a plus minus of 520. He has played for 4 teams in his career professionally. When it comes to the minors, he's played for 5 if you include the minors. He is in the Professional Hockey Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's a hockey player. Oh my god. You're going to have to read the stats off again. I thought this was a fucking soccer player.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what they call their Hall of Fame, but this man is in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's just called the Hockey Hall of Fame. 1,487 games played, 894 goals, 1,963 assists, combining for 2,857 points and a plus minus of 520.
Man, you wouldn't be picking him. This is our first foray into hockey. You wouldn't pick the godfather of hockey. This isn't Gretzky, is it?
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Well, you are correct. You have received the great one, and you have guessed the great one, Wayne Gretzky, who played for the Indianapolis Racers in his minor league.
Was it the Racers or the Ice?
It was the Racers back then. It was the Indy Racers.
If the next one has a batting average,
890
batting. Go.
I mean, 894 is a historic number.
Yep.
I mean, that obviously sticks out. I didn't think you would go to him straight away. I figured you would have done like Ovechkin or PK Subban or someone I didn't like. I'm not saying I don't like Ovechkin. I truly don't like PK Subban, but I don't mind Ovechkin.
All right, Eli, do you want the hockey player or do you want the other one?
Is it going to be... It's Piranha Plant from Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii.
No, it's not. That's a guess.
No, fuck you. Give me the other one. I'm gonna be worse at hockey
The
than
other one? All right.
So.
This organization was formed in 1967. Has 3 championships in its entire career, in the entire lineage of this organization being a team. 1 conference title, 9 divisional titles, 3 in the ABA, 6 in the NBA.
Wait, they have 3 conference titles but only 1 world title?
They have 3 championships,
Oh,
1
okay.
conference title.
See, that makes no sense because you have to win the conference in order to win the title.
Not in the
They
ABA.
have 3 ABA division titles and 6 NBA division titles.
The Cleveland Browns have
Well,
no
the
Super
ABA
Bowls, but they have multiple
did not
NFL
have
championships.
conferences. The ABA did not have conferences.
Okay, that
And
makes
they technically
sense.
have 5
And
retired numbers.
Eli, what you just said makes absolutely no sense.
They have
It's the
5
same
retired
thing.
numbers, but the 5th one doesn't count.
No, it's not. You don't win world championships without getting through the conferences first.
The Cleveland Browns
That's what I'm saying.
have no conference championships, but they have won world championships. They have like 5 world
That's wild to
championships
think
that
about.
they've won before the NFL-AFL merger. But they've never won a Super Bowl.
The
It's
shit
one of
that
the
happened in like the 20s doesn't
dumbest
fucking matter
stats.
anyway.
It wasn't. I think it was the 60s, 50s.
All right. All right, Eli. That's all the information I'm going to give you for free.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Give me a hint, you sack of potatoes.
Their main sponsor is Motorola. They were in the ABA until 1976, when the ABA-NBA merger happened.
Sweet championship.
They were technically known
championship.
as
The
an
Motorola
ABA
logo's right there.
dynasty. They were one of
Wait.
the few ABA dynasties.
Wait, so they have 3 world championships and 1 conference title.
3 ABA championships, 1 conference title.
See, that solidifies all I need to know.
And I'll even give you a better hint, Eli. The conference title was in 2000.
The Motorola logo's on their left shoulder. I hate the jersey. Gosh. It's not the Bucks. I'm trying to go through all the jerseys I don't like. It's not the Bucks. It's not the Mavericks.
They have 6 Hall of Famers.
It's not the Jazz. Maybe it is the Mavericks.
They also have multiple Hall of Fame coaches.
Mavericks have won it. No. ABA. So this is like
The
Seattle.
Mavericks won NBA title,
Yeah. So this is like Seattle. This is old school. Gosh.
Just because they don't have any NBA titles doesn't mean that they don't play in the NBA currently.
I know.
This means it could have been ass.
And they've
Or
stayed
they
ass.
have been
I hate their
ever since
jersey.
the merger.
Since the merger.
It's kind of like the Cleveland Browns. So I'm trying to think of the Cleveland Brown of the NBA. And my brain just keeps going to Utah Jazz for whatever reason.
I wouldn't call them the Cleveland
I'm trying
Browns.
to say,
of the
would they be the
NBA.
Browns of the NBA? I mean,
I
think
wouldn't
about
call
it now,
them that.
maybe. They might be.
No, they've been good. They've been getting better the last couple of years. I wouldn't
Oh
call
yeah,
them
so
the
are
Browns.
the Browns
of the NBA.
apparently, but you know, we see where that shit's going.
Some of their Hall of Famers. I'm not gonna give you all of them, but Chris Mullin, Alex English, Mel Daniels, Roger Brown, George McGinnis. Let's see here. Jack Ramsey, Larry Brown.
It's a
That's all the
jersey
ones
I
I can
hate And that's the thing that's sticking in my mind. The Motorola is on the left shoulder. It's a jersey I absolutely hate.
Well, where are you getting this from?
I told him the main sponsor of the team is Motorola.
Well, yeah, I get that, but why is he automatically latching onto just jerseys? Pretty sure the Motorola sponsor isn't even on their jerseys.
It is.
Pretty sure it's not.
It's on the left shoulder.
It is.
Or on the left side.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Utah Jazz. I don't know.
Incorrect.
Timberwolves.
This is the Indiana Pacers.
I fucking hate the jerseys. I fucking hate the Pacers.
Mouse at the palace.
Exactly.
I hate the jerseys.
Wow.
I hate the
All right,
Pacers.
Austin, so that means that you get a chance to go 2 for 2 with hockey players. You ready?
Who's the hard one that Eli was supposed to get?
This one?
That one?
Why am I getting this one? You said Eli was getting this one no matter what.
Well, that wasn't until I realized he wouldn't get the NBA anyway, so here we are.
Whatever. Go ahead. What did I...
All right. So your free hint is that this man is still playing.
Okay.
He has...
I immediately wanted to guess someone, but keep going.
1,348 games played. 1 game played this year. Like every team in the entire NHL has 1 game played this year. 822 goals, 663 assists, which combined to 145 points for a plus minus of 66. This man is a left winger for the team that he plays for. He was a first overall pick.
This man Russian, perhaps?
And
maybe plays in the nation's capital?
I believe that he's only played for 1 team in his entire... I take it back.
Maybe perhaps I mentioned his name earlier. It's Ovechkin.
It is Alexander Ovechkin.
Because 800 is not a number that like a lot of people
800
hit.
Is very rare.
Yeah, so and Ovechkin is like currently the closest one to breaking Wayne Gretzky's goal. I'm pretty sure he already broke like his points record, didn't he?
No.
Or was it goals in a season? I know he broke some record.
It was one of the seasonal records. I think it was points in a season. Because in hockey, getting a point is weird because you can either be the first or the
player
second
in
pass
NHL
away.
history to score 800 regular season goals. I think that's what I was thinking of. Because
he has a very good chance to catch Wayne Gretzky if he can keep it healthy for the next couple of years.
He's got to get on it because he's getting old. He's 38, which depending on hockey
is ancient.
Depending on hockey players either play until they're like 60 or they retire when they're 25. So it all really depends.
It's like soccer players because right now they've got soccer players who are out there playing who are older than some clubs that they're playing against.
It's all really depends. I feel like the NHL is especially bad. Not bad, like it's not a bad thing, but it's something that happens there a lot. Is like you'll have like a handful of dudes that are just old as shit that have no reason to be out there other than they love playing hockey.
All I'm taking away from this episode is the Pacers are the NBA's Cleveland Browns.
I don't know if that's an accurate comparison.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Not completely incorrect.
They're more of the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh. Seattle Seahawks at least have a championship.
Do they?
The Seattle Seahawks have won the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Cleveland Browns have never.
Who did we...
Someone said, I'm seeing a lot of Clippers. People are saying the Clippers are the Browns.
That makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Someone said I'm also seeing a lot of the Atlanta Hawks as well.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers make sense because the Clippers will bring in anybody to try to form this super team, and it always falls apart every year.
How they won a championship though? The NBA.
No.
The Clippers, God
So-
no.
They have not.
Did they
Have you
have
seen
any
what they did
success
to fucking
before
Blake Griffin,
mergers?
bro?
They ruined Blake, man.
Yeah.
I would also like to
Celtics
point out that
tried.
in 2000 it was the Pacers versus the Lakers. So that was
The Pacers suck ass. The
Yeah.
jerseys are terrible. They suck ass. Don't give them.
Here, let's see what this website has to say.
Yeah, no. My favorite random fact of knowledge is that the Browns won multiple NFL championships, but have never won the Super Bowl.
This says the Toronto Raptors are the Indianapolis Colts.
One Super Bowl and can't
I mean,
get
that
back.
makes sense. They've both only won one Super Bowl, one championship. That's wild to think about if you think about it for a second. The Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning only won one championship.
This is just like certain teams. It's like the Lakers are the Buccaneers, Golden State's Kansas City, the Bucks are Cincinnati, New Orleans Pelicans are the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Pelicans don't even exist. Do they?
The Miami Heat are the Baltimore Ravens, Raptors, Colts, Grizzlies are the Eagles, which I don't agree with at all. But
Yes, the Pelicans still exist.
I try to forget that they're named the Pelicans.
yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans, because it'll always be ingrained in my mind because that one fucking NBA game, whichever one it was, because it was the first
2K14.
year. It was first year was the
2K14.
Pelicans because they picked first in the draft.
The New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, the Pelicans.
Yes, that is seared into my brain.
I was going to guess Seattle Sonics earlier for the NBA
Supersonics.
team. Yeah. That's what was coming to my mind. I'm like, oh, it's an old team, so it has to be like the Seattle Supersonics or something like that.
The ABA was wild.
Yeah. The Harlem
I'm trying to find
Globetrotters were a part
anything
of that back then. The Harlem Globetrotters would have actually been attacked.
That may have to be an episode that we do on our sports.
Oh, I like that.
On our sports podcast is comparing the
I
different
like that.
sports organizations, because I haven't found a lot of it on the internet. I found some, but not a whole lot.
I like that a lot. We'll have to do that.
You're
However,
welcome.
do you two have anything else to say before we send this thing home?
I gotta get up in
No, Daddy.
5 hours. Not even 5 hours, 4 hours. To do.
I gotta
A
go
soccer
some
game.
Daddy.
And it sounds like there's a hurricane outside my window. So, you know.
Yeah,
It's like you're playing in rain, Daddy.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Stan Hansen layering your house. Is that what I'm hearing?
He's layering something alright. Just
Jimmy Hart's gonna stay Hansen Laird your ass, Daddy.
I didn't need to hear that.
XWF, Daddy. No prima donnas here, Daddy.
end
In
it.
your face,
End
Daddy.
it. End it.
I don't-
End it. End it.
Well,
you want
next
to get
week
away.
We'll also talk about the invention of the Contenders Cup back, because I've done my research now. Call me the brain,
You haven't
But-
defended it 3 times.
but that's a conversation for a
You
later
ain't even
time.
defended it twice.
Exactly.
You've defended it once.
You won the
Yep.
title.
Shut your
Well,
You
I
bitch
won
haven't
ass
the other
up.
defended
half.
anything.
I won
did,
the other half.
You did
I defended my
defend it.
half.
So now you're undisputed. You have to
So
defend
you're
the
1.5.
undisputed title.
Way to go. 1.5
Yeah,
defenses.
1.5. Yeah.
That's
No.
not 2.
Just because you go from co-champ to champ doesn't mean you defended it. It means you won the other half. So when you were co-champ, now you're undisputed champ. The undisputed title has a lineage, and that is what you won. You didn't defend your half. You won the other half. So you technically haven't even defended your title yet.
No, I did.
All right,
We've
so
done-
you did it once. My
Yeah,
bad.
we've done a pay-per-view since then. We've got the end of the year coming up, so 2024 and all that. We'll have to see what happens. But just remember, if you have a bidding war in 2024, that's just on the horizon coming up. You can smell the dollars rolling into your bank account. Just know we've got you covered because we're your ace in the hole, and we'll catch you on down the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.